Hey, you are there already. All right, if you are there, I want to do a video talking about exactly when is the merge going to happen. Because probably you have heard already that the merge is going to happen mid-September, but exactly when is that going to happen? Is it on the 15, 14, or some other date? Well, and the correct answer is that nobody knows exactly because there is no specific date for the merge to happen. The merge will happen when the total terminal difficulty of the Ethereum blockchain reaches 5875 followed with 9 zeros. And this TTD, total terminal difficulty, simply means that the difficulty of mining Ethereum is increasing due to something called the difficulty bomb. And sometime, maybe around 14, 15 September, it will become infeasible to do proof of work. And that's when the Ethereum network is going to merge and change to proof of stake. So nobody knows exactly when this is going to happen because this will depend on some variables. For example, it will depend on how many miners join or leave the network. So the current hash rate, the current computing power of the Ethereum network will make a difference on exactly when the merge happens. So if, for instance, if more miners join the network before the merge happens, the merge ends up happening faster. And if miners leave the network, this was also a likely scenario because, if miners will be forced to stop mining, maybe they just can stop mining a few days before to sell their equipment or so, something like that. In that case, the merge would happen later. All right, so let me show you a few websites that will help you to understand when is the merge going to happen. And let me start with here at Dune Analytics. This is a tool that you can use to analyze on-chain data, and you have the number of blocks being produced on the Ethereum blockchain per week. And we see here some previous drops. These were previous difficulty bombs on the Ethereum blockchain that were postponed, and now we have a new difficulty bomb. And that's why you see here, can you see? Let me see if I can zoom in this. Cannot zoom in that much. But here you can see this drop, meaning that it's getting the block production on the Ethereum blockchain is getting slower. And you can also see this on this chart over here. So this is the average block time. And you can see that the block time 1 month ago was 13.2, 13.1 seconds on average, and now is 13.7, 13.6, 13.57, meaning that the block production is getting slower. And this is the result of the increasing mining difficulty on the Ethereum proof of work chain, and it will increase so much that there will reach a point in time that it will be infeasible to continue do mining because the mining difficulty is very high, and it will just stop producing blocks on proof of work, and that's when it's going to make the transition to proof of stake. All right, what else can you see exactly when is the merge going to happen? So there is this TTD prediction. I'm not entirely sure if this is updated because I've been looking at this website for a few days and the date is always the same here and shouldn't be exactly the same. But I will leave this in the description also. So according to this estimation, it's going to be September 15 at noon UTC time. All right, and you have here a couple of interesting charts. You can check these by yourself. But I will also leave you these other resources. So you have these Google Docs and also this website here that is basically exactly the same data that you have on Google Docs, okay? And here I think is a more accurate prediction of when the merge is going to happen. And according to this estimation, you have September 14 at 6 p.m. UTC, okay? So let's see exactly when this is going to happen. If you want to track when the merge is going to happen, I think it's going to be fun. People will do merge parties. I will have a merge party. People will be watching this online. I think you can take a look at ETH Staker, and also the Ethereum Foundation YouTube channels. They will have live recordings of the merge, and I think it's going to be a very cool and nerdy event. But anyway, you can check these, and if you don't know what time this is according to your location, you can go to a time converter like this, like timeanddate.com, and you can do the conversion from UTC to whatever your time zone is. All right, guys, if you find this video useful, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. It will really help, and I will see you tomorrow. Cheers!